LA Knight and Seth Rollins had attacked Trick Williams last week. And also, Trick Williams did relay some information, some not very good information for himself, that LA Knight would expose. I smell blood in the water and piss in your pants. Yeah! You made a mistake broadcasting the Fist unavailability because now I'm on your ass. How does it feel being on the other side of the numbers game, huh? I know how it feels. I saw your face as I delivered to the concrete with a BFT. You can run, but you can't hide, Trick, because Survivor Series... Oh, you're not surviving to the end of the night, and that belt's coming home with me. Now with everybody say it, L.A. Knight, yeah! What a proclamation from LA Knight. I think he might be right here. Trick Williams is all out of help, and LA Knight is on his ass. He got a fire lit under him, and he just might take that belt off of Trick. The Smackdown Fist has been crumbling, and Trick Williams is kind of alone in the situation at the moment. But here comes the challenger right now, Lyra Valkyria. She won a Battle Royale match last week, eliminated pretty much everyone except for one. She put in the work, and now she has her shot at that Women's United States Championship belt. That is, again, now in the women's division. She finally has a shot at it, and I think that she's going to try not to miss against Ivy Nile. And speaking of the champion, Ivy Nile, a woman who did not win this belt, it was gifted to her by Chad Gable, the man who took it off of Ricochet, who took it away from the women's division as a whole. And now it's back, and it's back on a real American woman's waist. Ivy Nile, I don't think she really needs much help to dominate in this division, but she sure is getting that help. And I can only assume that Chad Gable is here to give her assistance in her defense against Lyra Valkyria. Back in the women's division, y'all. So I gotta put a poll out there. Anyone in the comment section think that Lyra could win here, seeing as how Chad Gable again is a special guest referee, helping out Ivy Nile, and Ivy has the muscle. She's out muscling Lyra here, and Chad Gable pulling them apart, trying to pretend like he's being fair here. But does Lyra have it? Can Lyra do it? Can she dethrone Ivy Nile here on this episode of Smackdown for that Women's United States Championship belt? I don't think so, because Chad Gable's not paying attention to this pin attempt at all. Checking the dirt underneath his nails instead of counting the goddamn pin. And she could have gone for another pin right there, but she's called it for Ivy to get up. And speaking of it, she probably could have won. That looked like that was a 3 count on that roll up. But Ivy, you know, sneaking away with what could be a win here. 1, 2, no. Kicking out at a very fast 1 count. Lyra Valkyria, she was able to do a lot in that Battle Royale, proving herself. And now Chad Gable already coming in to assist Lyra Valkyria, and he's telling her to shush. Shut the fuck up, Chad Gable. You sack of shit. That was completely unnecessary. And now Lyra turning her attention to Chad, but Ivy coming and knocking her down before Lyra could disqualify herself. And just ripping her arm out. Lyra, she really needs to make sure that the anger doesn't get the best of her and she doesn't go after Chad Gable, because he will disqualify you instantly. So it's not a good idea to get your revenge on him. You're just going to have to hope that you can out-wrestle the both of them. Because who knows, Chad Gable, he's back there. And he's plotting something. I could tell. I could see it in his peanut-sized head. Or his peanut-shaped head. And Lyra missing that cross body. That could have been very pivotal for her. But now she's getting pinned. And that was another fast count, but Lyra was able to get her shoulder up before the count of 2. And Chad Gable, he's going to fast count her, I just know it. But Ivy's out on the outside with a crazy hurricanrana. I cannot see this belt leaving Ivy Nile's shoulders with the certified referee, Chad Gable, reffing her matches. Like I had said before, between the two of them, somebody needs to handcuff these guys to, like, I don't know, the shower pole or something in the locker room to keep them out of here. Because Chad Gable, he's going to ensure that Lyra win, or does not win. Because he is completely on... Oh man, that was disrespectful. Completely on Ivy Nile's side. And that brainbuster could be the win here. And we got a very slow count out of Chad Gable. That could have been a 3 count. It looked like that could have been. But Chad making sure he had a couple months in between each count. And Lyra looking to go to the top rope on Ivy Nile. And she's waiting for Ivy to get up. And she just lands a famouser on her. This could be it. First 48, and Chad Gable's not paying attention again. He's not counting. This is a 3 count. And Ivy kicks out at the count of 0 because Chad didn't bother counting. Lyra really not having a fair fight here. She could have won this match multiple times. And there's that fucker Chad Gable interjecting himself into the match with that German suplex. He's no better than what Ricochet was, beating on women. And Lyra, oh, here we go. He's running around. He's got something in mind. Yup, he's back to attacking Lyra. This match has gone on way too long for him, apparently. Because he just assaulted her once again. As if Ivy needed the help. And now she's turned her attention on Chad Gable, attacking him. And we got the DDT on Chad, but she just fucked up her chances at winning this match. Because Chad Gable is about to disqualify her. And there's a pin from Ivy. Will Chad actually count it? No. Lyra got off scot-free attacking Chad Gable because Ivy was going for that pin. She could have been disqualified there. Again, I said, she has to not take her anger out on Chad Gable. Otherwise, her title shot contention is over. Because Lyra won't be able to win the belt by disqualification, by ring count out, or anything like that. She has to get a pin. She has to get a submission to win this match. And Ivy Nile looking to choke out Lyra here with a torture rack. And this could be it. I don't even think she didn't even tap out. Chad Gable just fucking screwed her out of it. He called for the bell. She didn't tap. I seen it. She did not tap. That son of a bitch, Chad fucking Gable, just screwed Lyra out of that championship belt. And it's still on Ivy Nile's fucking shoulders. And she's celebrating as if she earned that win. Chad Gable gave her to her again. Man, I feel bad for Lyra because she just got fucked out of this match in the least fair way possible. Chelsea. She did not get the match that she wanted last week. Not completely, at least. She didn't get a title match. But let's see what she has to say.
Hey, Mr. VIP. That's not funny. That's not what I asked for. I wanted a title shot with Stephanie Velcro, and you lied to me. That's it. If you don't get me a world title shot with Stephanie Vacuum at Survivor Series, I'm going to scream. I'll follow you everywhere you go, and I won't stop screaming until I get my way.
Yeah, no go figures. I believe her when she says she'll scream the whole entire time until she gets her way. And please, MVP, just give in. I don't want to hear her whine anymore. Just give her that title match at Survivor Series. Because every single week, we're just going to hear from her over and over again until she gets her way. So please, just give it to her. But speaking of Stephanie Vacuum, Valkyr, which Chelsea Green calls her, she is going to have a match here tonight, trying to be a fighting champion, trying to show up for the fans that support her every single week, and have herself a match tonight. Trying to ignore the bullshittery of Chelsea Green and her antics on the microphone. But we have Candice LeRae, who was in that one Battle Royale match, which she lost emphatically, but she wants to have herself a match here tonight. It's been scheduled against Stephanie Vaquer. And here we go. Let's see how long Candice could last against the reigning champion. This champion has beaten people like Rhea Ripley, Bianca Belair, Jade Cargill, all in the past. A bunch of big names, a bunch of big women, much bigger than her, and she was able to beat each and every single one of them pretty, reliably. And I don't think a woman like Candice LeRae has even a slightest shot at lasting 5 minutes with Stephanie Vaquer. But I could be eating my words here. I could be. But no, she just lit a fire under Stephanie Vaquer's round ass. And now I think she is going to take a whole lot of beatings from Stephanie, and she better hope that she better not get a devil's kiss in return at the end of these exchanges. And no, actually, Candice LeRae putting up a pretty good fight against the champion. Don't mind my comments whatsoever. They're in jest. But they are going at it. They are punching the shit out of each other. And neither one of them were able to get any kind of upper hand until now. As Stephanie Vaquer cannot get that German suplex off. And the fans are booing. They are booing the efforts of Candice LeRae. And Candice is showing some upper body strength there, moving Stephanie from a powerbomb position to a shoulder carry, and now she just misses a hip attack, a bony hip attack that she would have definitely hurt Stephanie Vaquer. And there it is, as I mentioned. Here's the devil's kiss. She is going to need some facial reconstruction surgery after this. And now LeRae is back up. It just popped into my head that I'm kind of surprised Chelsea has not come out here to distract Stephanie in some kind of way. Try and get in her head before their championship match, possibly at Survivor Series. It's possible. It is. I don't know how possible, but I'm sure MVP is going to cave in to the demands of that vocal terrorist, Chelsea Green. Because, I would. I don't want to listen to her. And I know MVP is definitely regretting his job, that's for sure. Seeing as how Chelsea Green has been on his ass. Jesus, man, what the fuck was that? Really missed the mark there, Stephanie. But a super kick onto LeRae. And LeRae setting up for something a little too far. Yeah, I was right. That was a little too far. She just dropped on her ass and broke her fucking tailbone for no good reason. Does she not know how far she could jump? Because that was clearly way too far away. And the roll-up almost gains the victory for Stephanie. I know Stephanie, she's had people come after her for her championship belt. And she's taking everything in stride, being a good champion to the people. But Chelsea, she's a different kind of problem for Stephanie. You know, Bianca and Jade, they were people who wanted to assault her every single week. But no, Chelsea likes to play the mind games of talking non-stop. She's probably leaving Stephanie Vaquer voicemail on her phone every single day. She probably has her mailbox completely full of a bunch of voicemail from Chelsea Green. If I was her, I wouldn't open any of them. Because who would want the headache of Chelsea Green? But we got a 2 count out here on the outside. And geez, look at that Poison Rana from Candice LeRae. She's actually impressing me here tonight. She has lasted a lot longer than what I expected her to against Stephanie Vaquer. And Stephanie, she's really feeling the effects of that Poison Rana, getting dropped on her skull. And it's a 6 count. I don't know if she's going to get back up. I don't think she's getting back up. But she did. Candice LeRae, she was celebrating. Was it too early? Not able to get that pin to work off for her to get that win. But Stephanie, oh my goodness, she is actually getting really beaten here. This is something I did not expect whatsoever. But here we go. Here's another bridging pin. And nearly a 3 count. Again, Candice LeRae, a much more effective wrestler than I thought she would be. And she is really putting in the work on Stephanie. But Stephanie pulling the hair and got the knee to the back of the head. Again, I'm just so surprised at how long this has lasted. Stephanie going for the pin now as Candice LeRae closes her eyes. But she still kicks out. All it takes is one spiral tap to put her away. Oh, the backbreaker. Tilt-a-whirl backbreaker from Stephanie, and she is going to the top rope to finish this off with a spiral tap. Incoming, and right down on the Candice LeRae. I think this is finally over. Candice put up a good fight, but she could not beat the champion Stephanie, and she's hurt. And there's that goddamn Chelsea Green on the outside, staring down the champion. Stephanie waiting for her to come to the ramp, but she just won't. Again, the mind games of Chelsea. It's not a physical thing. It's a mental thing. And talking about mental, this fucking idiot somehow was able to beat Penta for that championship, and I'm not happy to see him hold that thing. Would you look at that? I am champion. This championship could use a remodel to something a little more American. By the way, the rumors are fake news. I didn't wait for Sheamus and Trick and Oba to be out of the picture to capture this belt. I was busy. But my schedule cleared up and I saw an opportunity I couldn't pass up. So Smackdown, get ready for the greatest American champion of all time. Yup. That's right. Chad Gable is going to make America great again. Oh man, whatever, Chad. Get the hell out of here. Somebody's got to get that belt off of him, because I'm not looking forward to the remodel that he has in mind. But let's see here. This should be the main event of the night. And the Nigerian Giant, Splash Mountain, Volcano Mountain, the Grim Reaper, Omos, has a lot of names. And one of them is Continental Champion. Looking to defend his belt again tonight. By stipulation. Needing to defend it every other week. And I feel he is glad to do so because he just waits every other week to whoop the ass of anybody who gets in his way. He doesn't know who's going to come out to challenge him. All he knows is that he's going to beat them down to a bloody pulp and make sure they can't move again, marking them off his list. But the challenger here tonight for the Continental Championship is no way. You know what tonight is? It may be Friday, but actually, it's sounding a lot like Sheamus. And tonight is Fight Night. That's right, Sheamus is coming here to lay the smackdown, beat the piss out of Omos tonight in the main event for the Continental Championship. If there's anyone who could take the belt off of Omos, it is Sheamus. And I am looking forward to the banger after banger after banger after banger of a match that these two are going to put on tonight. I miss me some Sheamus. And the Continental Championship belt would look great on the shoulders of Sheamus. We just have to see if he can beat Omos here tonight in the main events of Smackdown for that Continental Championship belt. Omos, Volcano Mountain, the Grim Reaper versus Sheamus. And oh my goodness, already off the bat, Omos wants to silence the crowd and put Sheamus away right away. Being the first to attack, being the first to try and give him a shoulder massage. A very violent one, might I add. Really turned those white shoulders red. And Sheamus, he's got no fight in him right now. Because Omos, never mind, he just suplexed Omos. Omos goes down. And there goes an elbow from Sheamus. And another one. And another one. Sheamus dropping 3 elbows on the champion. And I'm just wondering if Sheamus is here to finally put down the fist. Oh, and look at that flying shoulder. And he's about to drop 3 more elbow drops onto Omos. As of late, the Smackdown fist, they have been crumbling. Omos has lost his championship over on Raw. Oban has lost his title over on Raw. Trick Williams fleed over to SmackDown with the Raw Championship. And then again, Obafemi lost his Intercontinental Championship to Penta, who doesn't even have the belts anymore. Which leaves Omos and Trick Williams. Which Trick, he has an army looking down at him to take that belt away. And Sheamus trying to do the same by ending the fist over in the Continental Division. Because Omos, he has been a monster. He has been the longest reigning champion. And for good reason, because he has been tearing through everybody in this division. Nobody has been able to put him down. And Sheamus, I don't think it doesn't seem like he will either. Because Omos, oh my goodness. He's about to put Sheamus away with a powerbomb. But Sheamus still has fight in those Irish veins of his. but he goes over Omos's shoulders. Omos really draining the energy out of this building. Everyone wanting to see Sheamus get the job done, but they are booing. They are being silenced by Omos, who just lifts Sheamus above his head. Oh my God. This is a tough watch, because Omos, he is making the best option. Look like he can't win. But again, Sheamus, I don't think he's going to quit. He's not quitting anytime soon. But maybe he should quit sitting on the outside and get in the ring before they get counted out. Because I think that's a 6 count. And I think Sheamus is trying to get that done. 7 count. He needs to break that count if he wants to get that championship off of Omos. Because that's an 8. I can't see a 9, and Omos is back in. And Omos knocking down the challenger, going for the pin. I don't think this should be it, because Sheamus kicks out at 1. Somebody has to put Omos down. Somebody has to take the power away from the fist. And it has to be Sheamus. Sheamus has to do it. 1, 2, and a kick out from the champion. And the crowd goes quiet. It's kind of hard to believe that Sheamus could get it done, because Omos just keeps on kicking out of everything. He has so much momentum on his side. He beats everyone. But Sheamus looking to set up for a Celtic cross onto Omos. The strength, and he drops him down. This could do it. He's got him pinned. 1, 2, 3, and Sheamus is the new Continental Champion. He just put down the Grim Reaper. If anyone could do it, it was going to be Sheamus. And just like that, Trick Williams is the last one with gold in the Smackdown Fist. The Fist Syndicate is slowly losing all of its power, and Sheamus being one of the nails in the coffin. Maybe not the last one. Maybe that'll be LA Knight at Survivor Series. But Omos just lost his championship. I can't believe it. But Sheamus is now champion. I don't get to say this often, but thank you for watching. What a show that we just witnessed. Please, until the next time.